Hey guys, I'm James Danley. Welcome back, and today we're going to go through my top 5 favorite sales in the city of Birmingham, Michigan. Let's get started. Number 5, 1170 East Lincoln. This is a unique property. A buddy of mine, Chris, sold it because I think it shows a market demand that's changing. So this property is actually on a high traffic road. Lincoln is a pretty high traffic cut through street. It's east of Woodward, and yet it's still sold in under 30 days. And at a pretty good price point. I mean, it traded at $560,000. It was only 1,500 square foot above grade. That's roughly $372 a square foot. Really was in meticulous condition from the 80s, but hadn't been updated. And so usually properties on high traffic roads sit for a while and they take pricing discounts. Why did this one not? Why did it trade in under 30 days? A couple things. One, attached garage. 2, I think that there's a huge market gap for that $500,000 to $700,000 buyer that wants like multiple bedrooms and bathrooms with like a clean, open, great room for entertaining, a real master suite, attached bath, walk-in closets, and this had that cool 80s modern vibe. So I think that just the lack of product that's move-in ready, that's clean, in that $500,000 to $700,000 range is really what made this trade so quickly, because that is right near Woodward. There's a ton of road noise, and it's on Lincoln, and it's original to the 80s, and there's really no yard space. Really cool rooftop deck, but you also adjoin and butt up against commercial. So, usually that's a product that wouldn't trade too quickly. But it did. It sold fast, sold at a good price, and a good price per square foot. And it just shows, I think, the market gap that's currently existing in that price category. So really interesting sale, gives us a good indication on the market and what's going on. And maybe some of those product in the $500 to $700 range can be pushed a little bit as far as price point wise. So 1170 Lincoln. Number 4, 1439 Humphrey. My buddy Armando Giuseppe built this house a handful of years ago in 2023. It's only a few years ago, actually. Really good design build on one of the smaller lots in the Rail District east of Woodward. So that is over here, east of Woodward, just west of Torrey, but it's near the Rail District, so close to Eaton Street. And he does a great job as far as design. I mean, San Martino designed this house, really unique exterior aesthetics, and the interior design decor was just phenomenal. So for being a smaller house on a tight lot, only a one-car garage, these houses trade at a premium. You've got the really nice arches that accent that study, and you have those throughout the home in a lot of different areas. So even though it's a small square foot home, you've got so many details that they trade at a very high price per square foot. This gorgeous like built-in bar with floating shelves with the arch across from the kitchen, nice open great room, wrought out iron railing, all the black accents, very clean, modern finish on the interior, and really good high quality build materials. A lot of the guys that will usually build on these 40-foot lots tend to build more of an entry-level finished product, and Armando doesn't. He builds a really high quality, really well designed finished product. Again, you've got these arches, these arch niches built in on either side of the fireplace. Gorgeous design detail that you usually don't see at this price point under $1.5 million in Birmingham. You got the transom window there in the dining space. It gives good natural light without loss of privacy. You've got that one car detached garage we just saw a minute ago there. And then, yeah, nice, a real master suite with that accent wall. Again, all the small design touches here, the reading lamps coming down off the ceiling, and then gorgeous master bath, under cabinet lighting, floating vanity, and then you have these cool niches as well in the shower. If we get there, the transom windows again in that space, keep it bright without loss of privacy. And then, yeah, you got these really cool arches in the shower. The design details of this house are just spectacular. I mean, such a great home. Nice walk-in closet, and then you got a cool like third floor rooftop deck. If we get there, all the secondary bedrooms are pretty nice. Laundry. There's the third floor, so you have a half bath up there, a little like office lounge area, and then a rooftop deck. Basement's also fully finished. Pretty cool street. So, yeah, overall, great house. It traded pretty quickly. $525 a square foot, sold at 1.425 million, was 2,713 square foot. That's a great house on the buy side. I think that it's going to hold value long term. Really good interior design, great quality. Number 3, 1635 South Bates. It's funny, I just sold this house a year ago, but in Birmingham, we get a lot of relocation buyers, young athletes. These guys buy these houses and then sell them a year later. I do think this is a good purchase. Great location, west of Woodward, on a prestigious street. Bates is beautiful, really close, short walk to downtown. Only downside with this is it's a tighter, smaller 40-foot lot for the street, and then the utility easements at the back of the lot line ended up pushing the garage forward, so that garage turning radius is not ideal. You're only going to comfortably park one car in and out of that garage. But Kevin Akey from AZD did all the architectural design on this. Tech Homes built it. Really high quality build. Great floor plan. You can see the garage here at the turning radius. And doesn't work. Yeah. It won't let me do the tab thing. So, yeah, you walk in the front door of this house, you got office study to the left, formal powder room on the right, floating vanity, really good quality interior design. There's that study up front. Dining room with the cool ceiling niche with the beams all wrapped that Kevin designed, and nice open great room. Kitchen's very modern. Have those cool transom windows in the dining space and the kitchen, and in some of the bathrooms, like multiple locations throughout the house, so you don't really lose privacy, but you get good natural light. There's that mud room as you flow through the back of the house to the garage. All the lockers are actually enclosed and built in, which is nice, so you don't have the mess just sitting out in the open. Second floor has 3 bedrooms and a laundry, essentially a Jack and Jill, and then the master, which is here on the back of the house. Master's a little tight, master bath and the walk-in closet, mainly because you got that 2-car garage, so it limited your lot coverage capabilities compared to the previous house we looked at on Humphrey, which only had 1 car, so the house is actually bigger, even though the lot size was the same. And then you've got, these are all the secondary bedrooms. You got a cool 3rd floor loft space that's a nice flex room, which is pretty big. This is the 3rd floor. You can use for a bedroom or workout facilities, second office, another full bathroom up there, and you've got doors to close it off. But overall, great build quality, good design. Whoever bought this got a good buy price on it at $1,525. I think the seller just got motivated, was tired of sitting on it. They had bought something else in a different location, and so they ended up selling it. But really good design, good build quality, great value. 1635 South Bates at $1.525, 2,600 square feet. That's $586 a square foot. Number 2, 1961 Henrietta. This is one that we sold last month. Livable Custom Homes built it west of Woodward. Pretty good location. The only downside is only 3 lots in from 14 Mile, which is a little bit of a higher traffic road. But these lots on the east side of Henrietta are deep. So it's a 140-foot deep lot, 50-foot width at the front. Across the street, they're only 120-foot deep. So you have an extra 20 foot of depth in the backyard, which for this house enabled us to fit like a covered lanai and a little more square footage. The master was amazing. So at the price point, it was a pretty good value, great floor plan. You got this office study up front, formal powder room across to the right, nice open, great room. There's a study up front with all the built-in niches, and then you've got transom windows across, fireplace here. You flow through the dining space. I mean, if you're grilling or entertaining, it's an easier path to travel from a livability perspective if you're living in the home. And he's big on designing these for livability as far as the floor plan and functionality. Nice ceiling accents, which accent the spaces even though it's completely open. Oops. Sorry, our system just got changed over. It's getting finicky. So yeah, open kitchen. You got a walk-in pantry over there, plus roll-out pantry space here. So functionally, it's a pretty good layout. You almost have like a full prep kitchen off the side. It just doesn't have a sink, but tons of counter space and good natural light in that room. And then you have a really nice drop zone, charging station, lockers, and a closet. And then you have really good distance between the house and the garage on this one because how deep the lot is. It's actually a 2.5 car garage. So you've got much more garage space. You can actually fit 2 SUVs in and out of this garage, and you've got that covered lanai in the back of the house and an extra deep backyard, which is rare for this neighborhood. Usually these lots are only 120 or 130 foot deep. So second floor's got laundry, 2 bedrooms, and then a really nice master suite. I mean, the master is huge. Accent wall, ceiling steps up, and then the master bath is monstrous. So very open compared to the last couple houses we were looking at in the 40-foot lots. Big difference in the build product. You've got a whole like Japanese size, spa shower here with his and her shower heads, handheld, and a tub in the shower. So if you want to do cold plunges back and forth, you can. Water closet over here. So the toilet's closed off with the daylight window. And then monster dressing room with like two spaces for both partners. So functionally, this house offers a lot more. The third floor is also separated into 2 spaces. So you have a full bedroom up there with a full bath, and then another lounge area that could be a flex space for kids, or potentially a second office if you need it. And the lower level is left completely wide open for however you want to use it. So if you want the third floor for adult entertaining and guest room space, you can put the kids in the lower level in the basement, or you could flip that and go vice versa. But overall, great house, traded at 1,665, 3,345 square feet. That is just under $500 a foot for new construction in that neighborhood. That's an awesome price. And on to number 1. 540 walk-ins. My buddy Dan finally sold this house. It was a great build, really high quality build. Traded for $3.85 million, was 5,698 square foot above grade, and that is roughly $675 a square foot. This is right in downtown on a monster lot. There's a lot right behind these townhome developments. So really good size lot, rear attached side entry garage, right in downtown. So location was fantastic. The only downside really is it's like, you're back in Southfield Road, which is high traffic, and then you're behind these brown condos. So those are the 2 negatives that probably took this home so long to sell. But at the end of the day, they got pretty close to their price, and the quality on it was very nice. A lot of arches, a lot of design details, limestone. Brian Nieper did all the architectural design on this house. I don't know who did the interior design, but it did turn out beautifully, like really high quality, well-crafted home. Pretty good floor plan for that lot and what they were able to do with it to fit the attached garage and get a study and the formal powder room and tie everything together. But one of the best sales of the month for sure from a fit and finish, quality, and location perspective. Lower level is fully finished. Not fully finished, but you have a few hundred square foot down there. Nice bar. Gym space. Extra bedroom, bathroom, theater. Good sized mudroom. And you got that flex room above the garage, which is nice as well. Full outdoor kitchen. And then the rear side entry, 3-car attached garage, and decent yard space as well. So yeah, overall great sale. 540 walk-ins, 3.85, 5,698 square feet. And that wraps it for April. Thanks for stopping by, guys. If you have questions, anything regarding Birmingham real estate, feel free to shoot us a phone call, 248-671-3092. Hit me up on Instagram.